I mean, I find it very interesting that Discord launched this teen by default policy, which, if you aren't aware, Discord now requires you to prove with certainty you're an adult. You have to submit an ID and probably other information. Otherwise, your account is going to have limitations. I don't understand how this happens to people. Maybe it's just me. Dude, I'm on my third Discord account. My other two aren't banned or anything. I just deleted them because being emotional or whatever. In all my years I've been on Discord, and that's been since the start, I have never experienced any of the chaos or wild west behavior that people are talking about without my own doing. What do I mean by this? My own doing. Discord allows you to block people, to leave servers, to restrict people who aren't your friends from DMing you or anything of the sort. So I found myself consistently in a safe spot on the platform. If someone bothered me, blocked. If people kept DMing me who weren't my friends, I'll just close my DMs. If the server is annoying, all right, I'll just mute the server or I'll leave. If the server has people who are toxic in it or whatever, or people who I don't like, I just don't talk in it, or I'll privately DM people who I like. And if they have their DMs closed, I just send them a friend request. They'll know it's me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand what's so difficult about using the already implemented settings for people. Like, people don't know how to use it. That's the problem. You know, this has also always been confusing to me. Even on my Discord server, I remember people will sometimes DM me. Like, they'll DM me on Instagram. Be like, Aku, someone is bothering me on the server. He's being so mean to me. Look at general chat. Look at the memes channel. Dude, block them. Wait, you want me to stick a pacifier in your mouth? What do you want me to do for you? Block them. The only time where a moderator should be involved in something like that is if it's destroying the harmony of the server. If someone's being like blatantly disruptive and is bothering multiple people, I get it. But if someone is like DMing you or something, or like they're posting a meme, or they're talking to you specific, dude, block them. I'm in a public Dungeons and Dragons server, right? There was this one guy who always spoke in general chat about a bunch of nonsense, literally political nonsense. I would get so annoyed just reading his messages. This is a Dungeons and Dragons server. I don't want to hear about politics. So, I never replied to him, by the way, nor have I ever argued with him. We never actually spoke. But whenever I see him speak, I see 4 blocked messages, 2 blocked messages, and I talk right over him. I said, I just blocked him. That's it. I'm not going to read what you got to say. I don't care what you have to say. I recognize he's there, and I just talk like he's not. You can call that rude or disrespectful because it's like someone talking to you and your back is turned to them. But Discord allowed me to do that to protect how I felt about somebody. Being able to control what I see on the platform is one of my favorite things about using Discord. See, and this is what gets me even more confused about this. Look, I don't join shady servers. I don't use Discord to find love or to find exclusive content. You get what I mean? But the people who do, then you have a poor experience on Discord. That's your fault. You joined the shady server. You joined the e-dating server, and you're shocked, Pikachu face, that you met someone creepy? You did that. You joined it. Nobody forced you on those servers. You did it. And then you're surprised you meet these weird people. And then you go online, right? You go on Reddit or some weird platform, and then you complain about Discord being a bad place, and we need more safety. You seek what you find. Why are you in servers that put yourself in that sort of situation? You can't blame other people for your own free will here. This is what I meant about, like, I haven't experienced the wild west behavior or chaos without my own doing. If I joined a place where I was like, hold on, this ain't the place I'm supposed to be at, or this place is filled with like people who, this ain't it for me, I just leave. What are y'all still doing in there? That's actually more shady than anything. You know what I'm saying? And again, you seek what you find. And honestly, these servers that are really shady, very shady rather, why do you even know about that? Are you looking up something very specific on the internet where you were suggested to join this already shady server with shady people in it? Like, what kind of circle do you have? Like, that should say more about you than anything. Like, what are you doing? What do you spend your time looking up on the internet or researching, or communities that you're part of where you end up joining a server that you know is already filthy? Let's ask the real questions here, because accountability seems to be a huge problem here. Because now, since y'all can't control yourselves, what did they say curiosity did to the cat? What did curiosity do to the cat? It's the same thing. Since y'all can't control yourselves, Discord for some reason can't do enough moderation to take things into their own hands about these shady servers, which is unusual to me. And now we got to deal with this new system that they're implementing. And about family safety, even though the feature is there is like a family safety feature on Discord right now. How you gonna blame the kids for something parents should be doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't be blaming. I'm not saying your parents need to be breathing down your neck while you're on Discord or on social media, but when you offload your parenting responsibility to a corporate platform, it's kind of sad. The problem is this: people are always going to find a way to bypass parental restrictions. Man, even I did when I was a kid. And because this is what's going to happen with Discord. Look, someone's going to be like, oh, Discord requires me to prove I'm an adult now, but I'm not an adult. Hey, so can we join this TeamSpeak server instead? Let's form a group on Steam where we could talk in like a group chat there or something like that. You see what just happened? They'll just find the next platform to find freedom at. People will always find a way to get past this stuff. You just added more stuff that people are just going to bypass. The real concern, this is like the Roblox situation, by the way. Like, people still find ways to bypass the restrictions that they have, right? The age restrictions. The real concern, in my opinion, and this is how I feel about the Roblox thing too, I spoke about this in an older video, is the lack of approachability. Everyone is going to make mistakes. Teenager or not, everyone makes mistakes. As a parent, you're supposed to be safe to approach, to talk about a problem that, hey, they may have gotten themselves into, or you got yourself into. Rather, as a parent, you should be educating or making aware of situations that could happen on the internet. You know, I've been warned many times as a kid about things, about terrible things online, right? I got warned in school, I got warned by my parents, everything, and I still fell for them. Still fell for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, but once you fall for these mistakes, the hard part, and you can attest, anybody who has been in like a bad situation on the internet, you can attest that it's hard fixing it or getting yourself out of the mess. Oftentimes it hurts you, you know what I'm saying? Emotionally, psychologically, it's really tough. But when you have an adult who is easy to approach, it doesn't even have to be a parental figure, you know what I'm saying? When you have an adult that's easy to approach and you're not scared of being punished or them just, taking advantage of any situation, because look, you ended up on a bad corner of the internet or Discord in general, right? That adult who is supposed to be your parent or a parental figure or a guardian or a role model is supposed to have a conversation with you on how to handle the situation. That's what somebody older is supposed to do for you. It's supposed to be their wisdom, right? Look, hey, maybe I'll be a bad parent. Maybe my argument doesn't make sense to you. Okay, I don't know. Listen, my child, I'll educate you. I'll warn you. But if you make a mistake, I ain't going to punish you. But we're going to have a conversation about it so you can learn and understand rather than, oh, I did something bad. No, my dad's taking everything away from me. I'm like, or, some parents, they get, I'm saying punishment can get a little bit more, physical per se. Like, I'm not into that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't, but when you punish your child instead of teaching them, it doesn't make you feel like an approachable adult or a parent in general. And I think what happens is a lot of people don't have that right now. A lot of people don't have that. So they go online, they end up in situations on Discord or whatever, or on the bad part of the internet, and they don't know how to get out of it. And they're too scared to talk to an adult because they're going to feel bad, they're going to feel guilty, they're going to feel like they got punished or something, or they're going to get punished. They don't want that to happen to them. So I think Discord believes that because there's so much neglect for parenting scenarios or people using the family safety feature, because I don't think anyone really uses it, they got to do it themselves at this point. They got to build walls that affect everybody. Remember I was saying, you joined this and you did that. You joined these servers. You did this. You looked this up. You did this on your own free will. Look, even grown adults can't control themselves. People are still falling for free Discord Nitro scams, bro. Sometimes I check my Discord server. I see the logs about, what is it? Man, I don't even check my server anymore. That was Dinobot. I don't even know the bots on my server anymore, man. Like, Dinobot will show me the deleted messages. People are getting their accounts hacked still. Like, and they're sending Discord Nitros. Like, what? How? Dude, it's like the oldest trick in the book. But, see, this is why platforms need to implement things, because people fall for silly things. And again, now we all got to suffer through it. They can't control themselves and join shady servers. They don't know how to close their DMs. They don't know how to block people, how to unfriend people. They can't control themselves not to reply to certain people or ignore toxic people or behavior. And I think the thing is, too, some people mistake this. I may actually make a whole other video about this, but some people, they're like, I don't want to block them or ignore them because that's mean. Like, dude, there's a difference between trying to be nice versus setting boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Like, setting boundaries is just, hey, I'm just not going to reply. That's it. That's me saying boundaries. I'm not interested in engaging with you. You would call that mean. It's mean to you. You feel like it's mean because you're on the opposite end of it and you're the one being ignored. No, but it's not mean to me because you're toxic. I don't want to deal with you. Like, I got to protect myself here. But again, a lot of people, they don't understand this. And I think Discord, they know a lot of people don't understand this and people can't control themselves and so forth. And if I had to say, honestly, I wouldn't have done all of this. I would have made further security changes. Look, AI is booming right now. You could have had AI to find shady servers with shady messages and have a human review the information to determine if it's genuinely shady or not. You know what I'm saying? You could have added more privacy settings, not like what we're talking about, what they now did. Like, you could have done like what Facebook or Instagram or even YouTube does in the comments. If you leave a comment that is toxic, you need to sort comments by like newest first for other people to see it. Otherwise, YouTube automatically deletes it. Or, man, I remember I was on dating apps. If someone left a message that had certain buzzwords, Hinge would be like, I was using Hinge. Hinge would be like, oh, this person who you matched with is said something that is potentially dangerous. And then it says, do you want to view the message? Like, you don't have to view it yet. And then you could read it. And then once you read it, then you could just report the user like immediately or just immediately unmatch for them. Like something like that is so much easier than this. You get what I'm saying? And also, why can't you just add some sort of policy where it's like, bro, like Discord would be like, yo, hey, we added safety regulations and safety features. At this point, according to our policy, if you get in some situation after all the tools we implemented, hey, we are not responsible. Y'all could have put that. So many other things out there, you know, and it's hard to do that. I know Discord is filled with gamers and gamers are toxic. So it's hard to get away with stuff like this, or it's going to trigger a lot of, false positives. But you get where I'm going with this. There are so many options besides this, but you get it. I mean, what do you guys think? Let me know down below. I love you all. I'm out.